I logged a lot of miles getting ready for that day, and downed a lot of Wheaties. In fact, Wheaties has been on my breakfast table since I was a kid.
Bruce Jenner roared onto the world stage in 1976 as an Olympian, hailed as the world's greatest athlete, a model of masculine prowess. But on Friday, in an interview with ABC's Diane Sawyer, the world came to know a new Bruce Jenner, not merely man or woman, but a person on a journey between genders.
I would say I've always been very confused with my gender identity.
It was seen by an estimated 17 million people, hailed as a milestone.
What I'm doing is going to do some good, and we're going to change the world.
The world is already changing. Last June, Laverne Cox of Orange is the New Black graced the cover of Time.
It was a dream come true.
Andrei Pejic already had the fashion world by storm before his change. After becoming Andrea, she scored a major beauty campaign. Jenner has brought a transgender cultural moment to new heights.
For all intents and purposes, I am a woman.
But it isn't the first moment.
In the news once again is Christine Jorgensen.
In the 50s, Christine Jorgensen's sex change launched a lifetime in the public eye.
Chris, you've been credited with having more newspaper space than any other individual in the history of journalism.
It seemed like there were so many big, important things. I never understood why I was the one that had to be on the front page.
And it launched an era of fascination with the increasingly porous border between man and woman.
Well, Diana, now that you're officially a woman, how does it feel?
I feel absolutely marvelous.
Dr. Richards used to be a man until he had a sex change operation, and that has caused quite a stir in tennis circles.
Is the 36-year-old model, who was once a man, now legally a woman?
The public was fixated on how well trans people fit into their new gender.
Can you have normal sexual relations with the woman you're living with now?
Mm-hmm.
Did they actually build a male organ? Would you ever develop a penis? How about testicles? Could you father a child?
No.
That wouldn't ever be possible then.
Modern medicine was seen as restoring certainty to the trans-challenged categories of man and woman.
As surgery attempts to correct the error in nature's grand design.
Nick Matt is an expert on transgender history.
Previously, a lot of trans people, especially transsexuals, were seen as people becoming women, as opposed to being transgender people of a variety of gender identities or expressions. Like Christine Jorgensen in the 1950s and then in the mid-1970s, a lot of the trans people weren't considered to be gender fluid, but were considered to be trapped in the wrong body.
Bruce Jenner's interview indicates a change in that script.
Girl stuck in a guy's body. I hate that terminology.
Why?
I'm me. I'm me. I'm a person.
Reflecting a growing understanding that gender is an idea that may go far beyond body parts and either-or categories.
So what we're seeing now is more identification with the category transgender and with that label. So it really recognizes that people live in all kind of gendered expressions that don't necessarily have to do with any kind of medical procedure.
In fashion, gender ambiguity and mystery is now a selling point. This year, a British department store launched a genderless clothing line.
And she is he, and he is me.
Now, with Jenner's interview, a reality TV star may have opened millions of minds.
What Bruce Jenner allows is for us to be able to open imagination and actually witness what it looks like to transgress very rigid rules.
But according to Dan Irving, whose research covers transgender employment, there's a difference between reality TV and the reality many face.
I hung myself in the bathroom. The doctor said I was dead for like 2 minutes.
A lot of the voices that need to be heard or stories that need to be told are from trans people that share common demographics with other individuals, whether we're talking about poor people, whether we're talking about homeless people, you know, parts of the community and the public that are, what's the word, not very sexy, right?
Meaning accepting trans celebrities and glamorous ambiguity may be the easy part.